Hi everyone, so this review is for Vintage and Vogue by Kelly and Tana Fireside. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that, so if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you are on my blog, then there is a link within the post. And this is a video review. So, Vintage and Vogue by Kelly and Tana Fireside. This was so lovely and heartfelt. Sina arrives in Owen Station. She's the epitome of fashion and class, with plans to modernise this old-fashioned town. But Hazel, long-term resident, is adamant the town is great as it is. So she's comfortable with her routine life and her continuing family legacy to protect Owen Station. When the two of them find this connection, it isn't just the town that might have changes in its future, because Hazel finds everything in her own life is starting to explode and she's kind of swept up in this whirlwind that is Sina. So this was a great story. It had a lovely contrast between the past and modern times. I loved Hazel's enthusiasm for all things history and protecting the town, but Sina's plans, they weren't completely to change everything, so I kind of hoped that they'd find this way to compromise if they just sat down and listened to each other. So unfortunately, as things are, they're just not this straightforward. And it's not just Hazel's mind that has to be changed, because there's this group of townspeople that she put together, and they've turned her original team of protectors into a mob that bring uncertainty and dangers that Hazel had just never imagined would happen from what she started. So the story had a lot of moments of reflection, both for Sina and Hazel, with their heritage. They both came from native families that were native to the state and the town, but those families had complicated pasts, they had complicated pasts, and the way they then fulfilled a need in one another that neither of them really acknowledged, and they needed meant they had this really strong connection, but it was heated, it was passionate, and it was there from the very first moment they met, so that very first meeting. And then all these secrets start coming out, and tensions ran really high between them, and it was fueled by the fact they were both really stubborn about what they wanted and how things should be. So the story really delivered on unexpected drama, explosive moments that just changed everything. It was really magical, and then it had that sense of mystery as well. But there were also so many cute moments. They were discovering that Hazel's grandparents had this past that she knew nothing about, and they were making connections between objects in her vintage house from her family, and situations that might have transpired that meant they were there. I just hoped in the end they'd work it all out, because they were kind of forced together, and there were signs everywhere that they would be both great for the survival of the small town, but also for one another's happiness. So I really enjoyed this story. Mango the cat really stole my heart. It was so cute. Stories with cats, they always win for me. They're brilliant. So I'm really excited for what Kelly and Tana will do for their next story. Hopefully Sina and Hazel will be in one of those as well, because I'm really excited to find out what's in their future. But it was a fantastic story that I really enjoyed, and hope you will too. So I'll put a link in the description so you can grab a copy of Vintage and Vogue by Kelly and Tana Fireside, which I really hope you will. If you've read Vintage and Vogue, would love to know what you thought of it, so please do comment and share your thoughts on the story. If you haven't read it yet but you're planning to read it, or it's on your to be read list, or you're now super intrigued and thinking, yes, I really want to read that, then again, please do comment and let us know, because it's always great to find out what you're interested in reading. And if you do read it, I hope you enjoy it. Bye!